Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is on this look right here. It is a slightly dramatic but very wearable for every day, kind of a glam look. It is kind of on the bronzy plum side, so it can go with a lot of different tones in your wardrobe. I figured it would be perfect for both day and night, so that's kind of was my inspiration for this look here. So if you're interested in seeing how to get it, then just keep on watching. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. So starting off, I already primed my eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and set my eyeshadow primer with a matte white eyeshadow to where everything blends out super nicely and everything transitions very cleanly. And then I'm going to jump into my Nude Tude palette, and I'm going to take the color Sultry on a flat fluffy brush. I'm all tongue-tied today, so this should be interesting. So I'm just going to buff this into my crease area and slowly start to work this in until it deepens up just slightly, and we are going to create the outer V shape all the way through the crease, so it'll be our outline to our eyeshadow today. Then I'm going into Mittens by Colourpop. This is a rich, like medium chocolate brown, and I'm using this on a fluffier brush to where it does soften it a little bit for me. And this is a flatter fluffy brush, but more of a defined tip on it, so I'm creating some smokiness in my outer corner, and I am dragging this a little bit onto my lid, but mostly concentrating the depth on the outer corner area. And I'm honestly just blending this until I find that it's dark enough. This is a very buildable color, so you know, going heavy-handed on it is kind of pointless since you can kind of create different shades if you overlay it. Then I'm going back in with my other brush and I'm blending out the edges of that, and then I'm going into Sexy in the same palette, and I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm just putting this in the very outer like V of my lid and just smudging it in by my lashes. I just want to add a little bit more depth. Then I'm going into Nillionaire, and this is a really pretty like champagne, slightly bronzed, just rosé color. It's got a little bit of like the gold and the rosy tones in it, and I love the way this reflects colors and blends the two like purple tones and the brown tones together. Then I'm going to line my tight line and waterline with my Milani Supreme Kohl eyeliner, and this is my favorite eyeliner to do this with. I will wear this for 12 hours and it will not budge at all. Hands down one of my favorite eyeliners for my tight line and waterline. Then I'm going in with my favorite liquid eyeliner, the H2O Proof from Wet n Wild, and I'm creating my big and dramatic wings. As you guys know, they are like my signature thing. I don't feel like myself without them, so you know, we gotta add those in here. And actually I stayed in frame for them, which I've been doing on a more regular basis, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Then for lashes today, I'm using my ones from eBay, and while those are getting tacky, I'm going to be using my Lash Accelerator Mascara on my upper lashes. For now, I'll put it on my lower lashes later, but this is just to where I don't coat up my eyelashes too quickly, so I can reuse my fake eyelashes, and they're more stable, but they'll still blend into my real eyelashes. So while the mascara is a little bit still tacky, I will push the two together. Then moving on to my face, I'm using my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and I'm just priming my skin with that today. And as you guys know, this is my favorite. I feel like I say this in every video, but honestly, it's the only face primer I ever use. And then for foundation today, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I sped this up to where, you know, you guys wouldn't be here forever watching me put on foundation, but I like the shade W1 for my skin tone. It is the closest match since I am about as pale as it gets. Also, side note, my nails glow in the dark, and it is the greatest thing ever. I would totally show you, but it's kind of difficult to do that on camera. Then I'm going in with my Inglot All Covered Concealer in the shade 11. This is damn near white, and I am using this on my chin, my nose, and underneath my eyes. And I found that I love this concealer with a damp beauty blender. This is my small beauty blender, and I'm just buffing this into my skin. I found that this would go on a little bit too heavy with just a brush, and I didn't like how it wore all the way throughout the day, so doing this gets any extra product. And it's become one of my favorite concealers because of doing this method. And then on a dry sponge, I'm using my BESTIE Colorless Luxury Powder, and I'm not baking, I'm just pressing this into my concealer and brushing away any extra. I'm not a fan of baking. I have a lot of reasons why, but anyways, so I'm not doing that. I'm just pressing it into my skin so nothing moves. Then I'm jumping into my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm taking the darkest bronzing shade. Since you guys know I'm pale, I'm trying to give as much warmth and depth to my skin as possible, so I'm bronzing up my cheekbones, my temples, my jawline, you know, all the good areas. Give us all the structure to our face. Then I'm going into the ashier shade in the palette, and I am just buffing this into the hollows of my cheek area and blending it up to where it doesn't start to look muddy, and we still have a little bit of that separation between the two. And then I'm just using whatever is left over on my brush on the sides of my nose and underneath just to give it a little lift and a little bit of definition. Then I'm using my Duo blush palette in from Pacifica, and I believe this one is Tenderhearted that I'm using, and I like it just because it's a slightly rosy bronze shade, so it doesn't give you a ton of color, but it helps blend in super well with my bronzer and gives us like a natural flush. Then I'm using one of my favorite highlighters from Morphe, and I will put the name of it in the description box because I can't remember product names for anything. So I'm highlighting my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and I will switch to a smaller brush so I can highlight underneath my brow bone to where I don't make an absolute mess. But this has like the prettiest rose gold reflection. Oh, I'm obsessed. I lost it in my makeup collection and I just found it recently, and I think I've worn it every day since. Then moving on to my lower lash line, I'm taking Sexy on a flat smudging brush, and I'm going to smudge out my eyeliner using this just to add a little bit of depth to the purple tone and really blend in and diffuse that line where my shadow meets my lashes. And once I get all of that smudged out, I'm going to jump back into Nillionaire, or no wait, this is Kitten or Mitten, whatever the other color was. I told you I'm bad at this, and I'm just going to buff out the edges of the purple tone that I have smudging out my eyeliner until this is nice and diffused because I want it to be very soft and smoky. And then I'm using my lid color in my inner tear duct area just to where everything ties together, and I'm dragging this just a hair on my lower lashes because I want to keep most of that smoky. Then I'm giving a good coat of mascara to my lower lashes, and that is it for the eyes, and on to the lips. And like I said before, this is my favorite liquid lipstick, or like one of my favorite lipsticks period. It is Chocolate Wasted from Dose of Colors. I'm not sure if you guys have tried Dose of Colors before, but they are one of my favorite formulations for liquid lipsticks. I don't get dry and crusty, and the colors are fabulous. As you guys know, I love my dark lipsticks, and I feel like this is just a very unique color. Like, it's straight up like chocolate brown, and for my pale face, it looks so good on my skin tone. I am obsessed. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my Milani Facial Setting Spray, and this is the Lavender, Cucumber, and Aloe one, and you guys are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. This is a little bit more simple than what I do on my typical tutorials, but I'm really digging how it turned out, just like the soft, simple glam. So if you liked it, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and also comment down below what else you guys want to see on my channel. And inspiration for like summer, things like that. And yes, my hair is a different color. I just noticed this is my first video that I filmed with this color, and I'm digging it. And no, I did not do it for St. Patrick's Day. It was like that before. Just felt like I needed to say that. But Make sure you follow me on all my social media and also check out my previous tutorial with my best friend in it. All of our social media is linked in that, as well as mine is linked in this video, so make sure you follow me on all of it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!